Well, what is it, Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. What's up there, Universal Moore? How you doing? In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I'm the mighty one, Angel Snub 7, also your soul brother, number one. Let me get to this subject real quick before we have technical difficulties, because I'm in the middle of nowhere really. But I saw or I noticed that the internet connection was pretty good, so I've been wanting to talk about this since yesterday, but had technical difficulties. Also, I was just tired. But now, let me see if I can get this off my chest. I've been on YouTube since 2007. That's like a little more than 10 years. I was born in Jim Crow, and I was introduced to the teachings of Elijah Muhammad when I was a little boy. And that done something to my psyche that made me want to fight what we call racism, white supremacy, since I was a little baby boy. I loved the fight. I enjoyed the fight. The soldiers, the best soldiers that you can get are those who love the fight, those who love war, those who relish the war. The reason why our condition has stunted is because we have so many that claim to be warriors, but they really are not. They don't love the war. So you will see YouTube channels come and go because our people cannot even handle social media, let alone an outright physical confrontation with an enemy. You can't handle YouTube. You can't handle the name calling. You can't handle your channel getting terminated and deleted, and you can't handle social media. What type of revolutionary are you? Our people in the past, and some of us around the earth, are dealing with things they wish was social media. They wish the only thing they had to do with deal with was name calling and getting their channels terminated. They wish that's all it was to it. But that's not what struggle is about. Struggle is about sacrifice. Struggle is about suffering. Revolution is about death. I mean, that's just the reality of it. That's the bottom line. It's not about building an African school. It's not about a documentary. It's not about reporting the news and giving your opinion about what's happening in the news. That's not revolution. Revolution is an actual physical attempt to rid yourself of an oppressor. You can ask the white man, calling people died so that they could call themselves free. You want to talk about Caucasian people, and you can talk about them all that you want to, but they done what they had to do in order to claim to be free. Many of them never saw this nation to become what it has become today, or even what it was back then, because they died, they sacrificed, they suffered. Hey, what's up there, Don? They done this for their future generations. The so-called black man in America is not willing to do nothing for his future generations. The black man, the so-called black man in America, is selfish because you want this heaven on, you want to experience this heaven on earth, but that's not how it goes. There are many who died. In fact, we just celebrated Memorial Day, and you have many men and women who have died, giving their lives so others can live. Reminds you of sort of like the story of Jesus, because the story of Jesus is that this man gave his life so others can live. But as you can see clearly, his death was unappreciated. Clearly, many of you would quickly say the hell with Jesus. Jesus didn't exist, and so forth and so forth. So nobody don't even give a care. Get life so that you can live. And we even do this about soldiers too. I didn't tell you to go to the Vietnam War. I didn't tell you to go to World War II, blah, blah, blah. I didn't tell Dr. King to get shot in the neck for me. I didn't tell Malcolm X to stand up for me. How selfish we are. Look how we are. Look at this mindset that we are. And this is the mindset of the Negro in America. So I find myself being in the struggle since being a little boy. I find it really frustrating because I'm a soldier. I love to struggle. I love to fight. I love to be a winner. But the people that I'm trying to help, including myself, they are not winners. They don't mind being losers. They don't mind being on the bottom. Clearly, I don't care what you say out of your mouth. Your actions speak louder than words. And your actions show that you don't mind being a loser. You don't mind being the scum of the earth. You say that or we are fourth, fifth, sixth class citizens in this nation, but you refuse to do anything about it, really, because your actions show that you're not really interested. We don't mind being on the bottom. But see, being on the bottom is all that we've ever known. I just made a video that explains our behavior. I just made a video that really tells us everything and the reason why we suffer in this condition, because this black person, this Negro, this colored, was created by slavery to be a slave. That's why you can't do no better. So since I know that, I really can't be upset. I really can't be frustrated about our condition and how we act and how we behave, because the only thing we've ever known is slavery. We don't know nothing about no freedom. We don't know nothing about doing for self. We have to have a massa. We have to have somebody to serve, somebody to follow. If I just mention, if I just mention the fact, said that we need to do something for ourselves, don't depend on a God or nothing like that, these people go ballistic out of their mind because they need somebody to follow. They looking, I just heard a brother talk about waiting on this black Messiah because we need somebody to follow. We need somebody to serve, something to worship. We need something because that's how we were programmed. You need a massa. Somebody like me is rare. Somebody like me is out of the ordinary. Many of you who come to this channel, you are rare. You are out of the ordinary. You're not looking for a massa. You're not looking to worship and serve nobody. You're rare among a people because we were programmed to be slaves. We need a massa. Whether that massa be a white man or that massa be somebody black or some god or alien or whatever it is, we got to follow. We got to serve something, somebody. Lord, give me something to pray to, something to worship to. That's how we have been programmed. How are you going to build a black nation? How are you going to claim to do for self and be independent with the mentality of a slave? That's the mentality of a slave. Now, during the Revolutionary War, from my research, from what I've seen, what has been reported, of course, the Peckerwood, this cracker, he has this old saying, one nation under God, and they talk all that God stuff. But if you notice during their revolution and when they fight, you never hear them talk about God. Never. You don't hear them talk about God. They might say, God bless America for a few minutes or whatever. You don't hear them obsessed with serving or worshiping some God because they know I got to take care of business myself. If I don't take care of business myself, the job is not going to get done. That's how it is all over the world. They might tell you about some God. They might tell you about their spirituality, but you will see them actively taking the necessary steps it takes in order to change their condition. They're not waiting on their God to do a damn thing. With the so-called Negro, that's how we operate. That's how we operate. That's how we swing. That's how we do things. Now, so it's frustrating. And I don't have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of associates. And a lot of the associates that I was dealing with, I had to get rid of them because they ain't about nothing. The only thing they want to do is come on YouTube. The only thing they want to do is talk. I can talk. I can talk and do nothing by myself. I don't need nobody to talk to. I'm not lonely. I don't need nobody to talk to. I don't need nobody to socialize with. In fact, I don't need nobody. I grew up as a loner. I know how to live all by myself. I don't need a human being to talk to or nothing. I know how to live all by myself. I'm talking to you and I'm socializing with you because We need to come together to change a condition. Like I said, I've been on YouTube since 2007. I don't see the Negro. I don't see these black people, regardless to what they call themselves, black supremacy, African supremacy, first black, unapologetically black Hebrew Israelites, whatever you want to call yourself. I don't see nobody taking this struggle serious. Not in your actions. Your actions show, because if you reject unity and don't want unity, I already know that it's all a game. It's a cartoon called Boondocks. I like Boondocks. I watch Boondocks all the time. I like the reruns. I like Boondocks. But the problem I have with Boondocks is that when you laugh at yourself like that and you think everything is funny, see, we're not taking the struggle serious. I can't even imagine trying to make a cartoon like the Boondocks in reference to when I was locked up, I was incarcerated. I take my incarceration very serious. I suffered greatly for 10 years. I don't joke about it. I don't laugh about it. I wouldn't make a cartoon about it because that damn situation hurt me to my core. So how can we laugh about slavery? How can we laugh about police brutality and how niggas kill each other in the street? That's nothing to laugh at. That's nothing to make mockery of. There's nothing funny about our situation. So that goes to show it. But millions of us, we watch Boondocks and we listen to these comedians talk about our struggle and what we've been going through, and you laugh and you laugh and you giggle. Oh, he telling the truth. He telling the truth. There's nothing funny about it. There's nothing funny. So this tells me that so-called black people, y'all aboriginal, African, Kemetic, whatever the hell you want to call yourself, hell, you're damn confused. You don't even know what the hell you are. It shows me, no matter how I feel, we as a people are a lost cause. Now, for me as an individual, I know I have a fighting chance as an individual. I know this. I can't control your mind and don't want to control your mind. I can't tell you what to do and don't want to tell you what to do. It reminds me of a drug addict. And you ask them and you plead, stop taking those drugs. You're killing yourself. They don't want to listen. Now, some drug addicts listen, and next thing you know, they gone through rehab and they go on to a better life. But there are drug addicts, and there are people, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, and you yourself could die trying to help them, they are a lost cause. They're a lost cause. So this is the Reality's Temple on Earth ministry. I can accept the fact or the reality that the so-called Negro black people in this country, we are lost cause. We're done. Don't show me pictures of your baby. Don't show me pictures of your grandchildren because you have doomed them. It's over. Nothing is going to get better for them. Nothing is going to get better for us. Because in order to change the condition, you have to change the condition. And you don't want to change the condition because you're selfish. You're arrogant. You know it all. But that's all right because there's plenty earth to bury your bodies. There's a lot of earth, a lot of soil to bury your bodies. There's something that Minister Farrakhan say that I like to repeat. He says, since you are no good on top of the ground, maybe you would do better under the ground. Some of y'all, some of us, because I'm going to include myself too, because if y'all going to the earth, I'm going to the earth with you. We'll be better off fertilizing a tree. We'll be better off, maybe some pigs will find our body and get fat on. Because in the condition that we're in, how we're doing, we're not worth living. And sooner or later, we're going to get taken out. But at the same time, I understand because we shouldn't be here anyway. We are a product of slavery. You're not no damn African. You're not no damn Aboriginal or none of this garbage that you're talking about. You're a damn slave. And you act like a slave, and you move like a slave, and your behavior is like that of a slave. Hollering black power, comedic, African spiritual, all that stuff makes you feel good. You're nothing but a slave. Waiting on your massa like you always do. Waiting on your massa. Those around me, this whole situation. But at the same time, I understand that all of the so-called Negro, this black man in America, chances are we're not gonna have a happy ending. It's impossible because we're doing nothing. We're doing nothing. We're not making correct choices. We're not doing what's necessary in order to have a happy ending. This situation that we're in is not about, see, this is the thing, brothers and sisters. You think you have to like me. It's not about liking people. You think that you have to like your leader. You have to like the people that's doing what's necessary. It's not about if I like Minister Farrakhan or not. If Minister Farrakhan was doing what's necessary, I don't have to like Minister Farrakhan. Minister Farrakhan is doing what's necessary, and I'll support that. It's not about liking people. You got to like your leader. I don't like so-and-so, but so-and-so is doing exactly what needs to be done. But you don't like them. It's not about we caught up in I don't like this. It's a lot of things we don't like. Hell, you don't like your current condition, but you're dealing with it day in and day out. I'm very sure our ancestors who were slaves, many of them did not like their condition. But they was born a slave and they died a slave. Hey, hey, Umar, I'm back. I mean, this is all that we do. It's a lost cause. I could be wrong. I don't want to be right. In this conclusion, I really don't want to be right. But I truly feel now that we are a lost cause. Can you imagine a busload of prisoners? A busload of prisoners in the middle of winter on a bus. And for some reason, this bus turned over. The guys don't like each other. Yeah. I mean, so we in the middle of nowhere and we're shackled together. So what you gonna do? So what we gonna do? If these prisoners don't work together, all of them are dead. They have to work together. They're shackled together in the middle of nowhere. This bus turned over. It's a matter of survival. This is what you Negroes don't understand. Y'all pro-black, silly, stupid, dumbasses. What you really don't understand. It's not about liking somebody. This is about survival. This is about survival. Without each other, we're dead. We're shackled together. We're incarcerated. You are not going to make it without me. I'm not going to make it without you. This is what you don't understand. It's not about if I like you or not. It's about survival. Now, once we get out of this situation, you can go your way, I can go my way. There was an old movie where this soul brother was shackled up to this Caucasian guy, and they broke out of prison. They didn't like each other. They were shackled together, but they knew, well, first of all, if they wanted to break out of prison, they had to go together because they were shackled together. Then once they got out of prison, they had to learn how to work together. They had to learn how to survive until they were able to get those shackles off. But don't you know, at the end of the story, because of the struggle they went through trying to survive, they learned how to like each other, and they found out that the other guy wasn't as bad as he thought they were. And see, this is it, brothers and sisters. You angry at each other for whatever reason, but if we got into this struggle and really did what was necessary, and we are successful at breaking these shackles and being independent and get all those things we talk about and make that a reality, you will find out that the black Muslims ain't that bad. You'll find out that the people, Kemetic folks, not that bad. You will see that Angel Snuffing Up 7. Oh, that brother ain't so bad after all. You'll find that all of us working together on this problem, trying to survive, you will find out that all of us, we're not bad as we believe we are. You will find out that the Coon and the Uncle Tom and the Sambo, wow, they ain't so bad after all. This is what gets me. How can you say that you love black people? You love black people, then you turn right around, you a house nigga, you a Sambo, you a Coon, you Uncle Tom. We call each other all these names. There's people that come to my comment section all the time. They start off by saying, brother this, brother that. Then they call me an agent and a spy and a coon and whatever. What? Woo! Man, y'all gonna get it. You gonna get it. You got hellified ass whooping coming. That's all I can say. Didn't have to say that, but that's the conclusion. Black people are lost cause. I mean, what else can be said? I don't know what else to say. Because you think everything is a game, you think everything is funny. We turn the struggle into entertainment. Give me some money. How many views can I get? Give me some praise. Make me a celebrity. celebrity. That's what this struggle has come. That's what it's turned into. The struggle is not real. I'm getting ready to go on tour. I'm going on tour. Come and see me. Buy tickets now. I never heard of Malcolm X go on tour. I never heard of Marcus Garvey go on tour. I never heard of Harriet Tubman, Fannie Lou Hamer. Buy your tickets now. They going on tour. Special guest, Turner. You know, come on, really. We turn all this into entertainment. And people, not a lost cause. And we take everything as a joke. Everything is funny. It's all a game. And some of you think that you got all the time in the world to get you. Many of you who drive a car and you get into a skid, once, if you cannot control that skid in a certain amount of time, it's over. You get to the point of no return. Then you might as well let go of the steering wheel and enjoy the ride because it's over. It's a done deal. That's what you're dealing with right now. Once we get to the point of no return, it's a done deal. You're going to get what you've been asking for. You think everything is funny. You think it's a joke. Especially when you reject the truth. Many of these people keep talking about they represent the truth. I want the truth. The truth shall set you free. I just made a video talking about bringing simple evidence that we are not Aboriginal or African. You can dislike, but if you dislike, I would really like for you to show me where I am in error. But people just make a, just dislike, or they remain silent. Don't let your brother, if I'm off base, don't let me keep drowning in the damn water. Step your ass up, show me that I'm wrong. But see, the problem is, I brought this to our attention as simple a child could understand. Kindergartner could probably understand. And you really can't refute, you really can't debunk. So you rather leave it alone or sit back in the cut and dislike and say and keep your ass quiet. There's nothing that you can say about it. And you reject reality and you reject the truth. And you will continue to go on with your stuff that you do. So you're really not interested in the truth. You're interested in some fantasy world that you have in your mind, which is not true, which is delusions, which is fiction. And you want to stay that way. Well, let me tell you something. The one thing that is not going to be fantasy, one thing that is not going to be fictional is the extinction. That might be a good thing because we should not exist anyway. We're a product of slavery. That God, the God in the Bible say, let us make, in our situation, the God was the cracker, and the us that was making a man, he took these dark-skinned people that already existed, he took them and made a brand new man. And he named them black. He named them colored. He named them Negro. That's us. This God made him a man. Just like he made new species of chickens and pigs and hogs, because that's what we was. We was an animal. We was property. He did to us the same way he do the chickens, pigs, and cows, make new breeds. He took these dark-skinned people and made a brand new species of people. I call you Negro, best known as nigger. The male is nigger and the female is a wench. That's what he called us. Like Elijah Muhammad said, you can take it or let it alone. That's the reality of it. That's what happened. And again, like I said in that video, that's not a bad thing, because we get to start from scratch. We get to start from brand new. We are the people bringing in a new heaven and a new earth. Those people, we are that people. And we represent all the people, from the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark. The light, the big noses, skinny noses, straight hair, nappy hair. We represent the people on the earth. And you shame of being who you are. You shame of coming from being a slave. So what? It's not about where you come from. It's about where you're going. And we are lost cause because you think other people are better than you are. You don't really understand who you are. You are part of the new. We are part of the new. We can change the whole dynamics of humanity, period, if you really understand. Your potential is incredible. The thing about it is others can see your potential. You can't see your potential. Accept your own and be yourself. You don't understand. They always talk about know yourself. This is knowing yourself. Not talking about trying to pretend to be somebody you never was and don't know nothing about. Accept your own and be where we come from. There's no, I find no shame in coming from where we come from. It's not shameful to me because I see our potential. I know exactly who we are. You're not Kemetic. You're not Kemetic. You're not Hebrew Israelite. All these people y'all want to be is a bunch of losers. All of them. Why you want to be them? Africans. They all losers. They all got their ass whooped by the peckerwood. They all a bunch of losers and still losers to this day. What the hell you want to be a loser for? The black Muslims. The only thing you want to do is be a copycat of them silly ass Arabs over there. Them damn Arabic speaking freaks. Because that's what they are. They're a bunch of freaks. Study who they are. These people in this country ain't a bunch of damn abnormal, unnatural freaks. Why you want to try to copy these violent, abnormal ass freaks? All these people are freaks. They abnormal. Look at the world. Look at the world they created. You didn't create this world. See, nobody can blame us for none of this. You should be happy. All this stuff was done by them, others, and you want to be part of it. So remember, if you want to be an Egyptian or more, whatever they done, that means you also want to be part of the garbage that they done. You want to talk about the good that they done. What about the garbage? What about the murder, the murdering and the rape and the robbery, the wars, all the other crap that they are involved in? I would rather start from a clean place. Start brand new. And that's the opportunity we got as a people. We have been blessed. You don't understand what's wrong with your brain. You have 10 fingers, 10 toes. Whatever they done, you can do, and you can do better. Except you don't have to be a loser like them. You can learn from their mistakes and create a better world. You can bring in a new heaven and stop waiting on God and become a God. You have the potential. Your Bible and Quran not live forever. That means somebody got to take God's place. If God dies, that means somebody got to take God's place. It damn sure not going to be a nigga. It's got to be somebody who has grown, evolved to the place where they are God also. And why do you have to have a God? ODS, like in Greek mythology. There was no God. There was gods, Gods. And that's what I'm telling you. Our potential to be the greatest human being that ever existed. We can flip this whole thing around. We are the new. Understand your potential. Your genetics tell you who you are because your genetics reflect all of humanity, from the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark. We represent that humanity, period. But you don't understand yourself. You're too busy trying to go back to 1965, too busy trying to go back 5,000 years ago, trying to go back to the damn Civil War, trying to go back to places that you never was, instead of dealing and understand the now and the future. Too busy trying to copy a bunch of losers. All these suckers on this planet is a bunch of losers. That's what I'm gonna say that, and we're gonna be out of here. Why do you think these losers like to wear gold and silver and silk to make them look like winners? Because the reality is they're a bunch of losers. The gold and the diamonds and the pearls and all these material things give the illusion that they winners, but they all a bunch of failures. And you know they're a bunch of failures by the life that we're living in right now. They have failed. Everything they touch is death. They pour not only the white folks. If you drive a car, if you ride an airplane, you help poison the air, poison the water. You part of the problem also. Don't blame it all on white folks. All these suckers around the world doing the same damn thing. You go to I think it's like China. China got some of the worst smog problems on the planet. They doing the same thing, poisoning the water, killing all the life, trying to get every fish that's in the damn sea. And you want to be part of these losers. They all a bunch of losers. I'm not impressed by nobody, none of them. And you impressed. I don't give a damn about what the Egyptians done. They all a bunch of losers. Their history shows that they're a bunch of losers. They didn't know what the hell they was doing. Morning. You impressed by these suckers because you are impressed by material things. I'm not impressed by their technology. I'm not impressed by material thing. Nothing these cats done, because you have to look at the whole situation, and the whole situation showed they didn't know what the hell they was doing. Look at the earth. Look at humanity. Y'all do your research. You study history. Look at it. I don't give a damn who's in charge. None of it is pretty. None of it is. That's why we're in the mess that we're in. Because the other people that follow, they follow right behind. They don't change nothing. They follow right in the footsteps of these losers. So you need, and you do the same thing right now. You need a pretty car. You need diamonds. You need Jordan shoes. You need something to make yourself look like a winner, because your ass know that you're a loser. You're a loser. You're gonna wear Jordan shoes and don't even play basketball and don't even have no kind of skills. But wearing those shoes make you feel like a winner. You're a loser. So if black folks follow this pattern, as long as you follow these suckers in front of you, want to be like them, the only conclusion that I can come up with is we are a lost cause. For what? You're going to do the same damn thing these other idiots have done for the last few thousand years. So what? I can accept people. We are a lost cause. How many times? I don't know how many times I've sat back on YouTube and said that I was going to quit YouTube, social media. I'm done. But see, I'm a winner. It's very difficult for me to stop fighting. I will fight until I just can't do it no more. I'm just a fighter like that. That's just the way I'm built. I'm not a loser. Now, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, what's his name? Floyd Mayweather, whatever. I'm very sure Floyd Merriweather. Yeah, that's his name. Floyd Merriweather, whatever that boxer name. Muhammad Ali, may he rest in peace. Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan. I'm very sure Michael Jordan could beat me very easily in basketball. I'm very sure Mike Tyson could outbox me very easy. But see, the thing about me, I keep coming back until I win at least one time. I'm gonna beat your ass at least once. That's the kind of person I am. Matter of fact, I probably would end up beating you more than once, because I don't play that. I'm a winner. I don't believe being a loser. I'm not a loser. If I was a loser, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. Because when I was trying to get out from under incarceration, I lost many battles. It was frustrating, but I kept trying. But when I began to win, I started to win big time. See, y'all not winners. You're a bunch of losers. You can't handle a loss and you give up. So you're satisfied with all this feel-good rhetoric. Black Power family, let's go see Michi X and David Banner and Boyce Watkins on tour. See, y'all let's go see Umar, listen to Umar Johnson. See, y'all satisfied with nothing. You're satisfied with make-believe and nothing. I wonder when they're going to make some new Boondocks cartoons. You satisfied with that? That's why we're a lost cause. But I'm going to continue. I know we're a lost cause. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's not a true statement. Maybe I have some hope in us. Maybe that's the reason why I still feel like a winner and still will continue the fight, because maybe deep down inside, maybe I feel that there's some kind of hope, because where there's life, there is hope. And like I said, I just love the fight. I love the struggle. I don't mind fight. It's cool with me. I love making these videos. I like to talk. I like to talk because I know what I have to offer is beneficial. I know what I have to offer is true. And if truth sets us free, then if we act upon that, we'll get free. If you're not getting set free, if your condition is not changing, then clearly you must don't have the truth. according to your own thinking, your own logic. That's what I learned from you, from all these teachings. So it seems as though black people are lost cause. I don't know really. Maybe the reason why I'm willing to keep rolling and keep fighting is because maybe there's a chance. Maybe a little chance at the last moment when you think it's over, something might cause us to do what we have to do. But right now, if we keep doing what we're doing now, I already know it's a lost cause. The only thing you're getting is some feel good rhetoric, and you will feel good all the way to the time they put your body in a casket. If you're lucky. Some people never had the opportunity to be put in a casket. I saw a video where and vultures and rats and flies and other things was eating their bodies. That's what I see for the so-called Negro. Also, I want to send a shout out to my brother, the Prophet of Doom, made a good video about Hurricane Katrina. That was the case in 2005 when the Peckerwoods actually was murdering black folks during Hurricane Katrina, and there were so many bodies they couldn't be buried. And these birds, vultures, flies was eating bodies right there on the streets of New Orleans. How soon we forget. Hurricane Katrina can easily turn into nationwide. You think that's not possible? Hurricane Katrina can easily turn nationwide. You don't believe that, do you? Those people in New Orleans didn't never believe a Hurricane Katrina situation would ever happen, but it happened. We have an idea of what we're dealing with. We need to get ahead of the game, and we should. You're smart, you're intelligent. We need to work with each other. It's not about liking somebody. It's about survival. It's about survival. On that note, our technical difficulties wasn't that bad. I really appreciate it. On that note, let me get out of here. I thank y'all for your time. It's always an honor to speak with us. I hope that I can continue to bring a message to us as real as possible. And until next time, like Don Cornelius always say, shout out to those in the chat room, those who are listening, those who will listen afterwards, to my Facebook. I hope that we not only will listen to these messages, but brothers and sisters, it's a matter of survival. We got to find a way to apply. See you later, Universal Moore and everybody. Until next time, I'm Angel Snub 7. I wish us love, peace, and soul. Working so hard, give me water. I'm thirsty, my working so hard, my working so hard.